Filling in the gap between episodes 4, A New Hope, and 5, The Empire Strikes Back, we are here discussing Marvel Comics' Star Wars Princess Leia number 2. Disturbed by the news that the Empire may be going after surviving Alderaanians in retaliation for the destruction of the Death Star, Leia, R2-D2, and a fellow Alderaanian rebel, Yvonne, leads the rebel base on Yavin 4 against the permission of the rebel commander, General Dodonna. Their goal? To protect what's left of Alderaan culture, saving what citizens they can find. First stop, Naboo. Naboo holds a secret cloister of Alderaanians. Being the home planet of the Emperor, Naboo would be the first place to perform a search for remaining Alderaanians, so Leia and Yvonne head there first. This cloister is seen performing via holotransmission in a local nightclub in the Naboo city of Kareen. Leia and Yvonne reach the Naboo surface, posing as Imperial ambassadors. Leia stops short when she sees a painting of Queen Amidala. She feels this image is calling to her somehow, but she shrugs it off and continues on her way. This perhaps is the first time Leia has laid eyes on her birth mother, not really knowing who she was. The pair did not get much further until being spotted by an old friend, Lord Jun, who insists that Leia visit his home. Against Yvonne's best judgment, Leia seems to trust Lord Jun and tells him that they are looking for a secret Alderaanian cloister known as the Melodic Order. Lord Jun is actually aware of this group and, after placing a quick call, gets Leia in contact with the owner of Club Deja, who has business with the Order. Leia and Yvonne make their way to the club, continuing to disguise themselves as representatives of the Empire. The owner of the club turns them over to one of his companions, who takes them around to a side entrance. There, a group of Basilisks are waiting to get the jump on Leia. Leia and Yvonne, realizing what is about to happen, act quickly to get the upper hand, taking down their attackers. Right when the club owner was about to sneak up on them from behind, Paris comes from behind and takes out the owner. Madame Paris is the head of the Melodic Order, and recognized Leia instantly. After rescuing them from the club's staff, Paris takes Leia to the cloister, where she informs everyone of the Alderaanian disaster and her quest to recover every lost citizen of Alderaan. Before leaving the planet, Leia heads back to Lord Jun. It turns out that Yvonne was correct in not trusting Jun, as he was the one who sold Leia out to Club Deja. Leia, in return for sparing his life, wants a ship large enough to transport the Melodic Order. With the new ship acquired, Leia, Yvonne, and R2 leave the planet of Naboo. Throughout this story, there are elements that start to tie the world of the Rebellion to the world from the prequel films. The story takes place on Naboo, a world only known in the prequel films. There are Gungans, Jar Jar Binks' race, and the species known as the Basilisk, the same species as Dex from the diner in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. We also see Leia facing an image of Queen Amidala, whom we know as her birth mother. All this imagery is mixed with content from Episode 4, such as Leia, Imperial officers, and Alderaan. We are continuing to see them bridge the gap between Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and 4, A New Hope. Leia tells the Melodic Order to fly to Sullust, a planet that was mentioned in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, as the location where the Rebel fleet gathered prior to the Battle of Endor. The story closes with Tace, one of the Order's members, contacting her sister Tula. Little does Tace know that Tula is actually working for the Imperials, and is using her to feed the location of Princess Leia to the Empire. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to keep up with all the insight and analysis found here at Star Wars: The Canon Explained. You can also follow us on Twitter or visit us on Facebook. Till next time, may the Force be with you.